Though fall 2020 has made most travel a challenge, we are lucky to be so close to Catalina Island. On board the Catalina Express, we had a pleasant and masked ferry ride over to the island, taking in the sea views and fresh breezes from the ship's top deck. Before we knew it, we were pulling up to the island paradise that has welcomed us many times before. Aurora vividly remembers her first winter trip there and immediately had to go say hi to all her old friends and stop at her favorite spots. Yes, Lloyd's Candy Shop was our first stop. Given the pandemic, we were comforted by the lack of crowds and safety enforcements all over town. Our home was the brand new Bellanca Hotel, recently opened in the prime location of what was once the Portofino, right on the main street across from the beach. Our large waterfront room had plenty of space and a very stylish bed, which we can promise is comfortable. A marble bathroom with a jacuzzi tub, and of course, a front view of Catalina life just outside our floor-to-ceiling windows. Pandemic life and parent life means that hotel rooms are extremely important, and ours worked out so well. The best part of the hotel? The roof sundeck, of course. For sunbathing, eating, or relaxing, this was our favorite spot. And it was always so private. I think the best thing about Avalon is how the beach is just right there. Steps from the shopping and restaurants, you have a stretch of turquoise, sailboat-studded sea, and sandy beach. The Bellanca gave us beach chairs and towels so we could enjoy afternoons at the top spot Descanso Beach Club. I don't think I've kayaked anywhere I've liked more than off of Catalina. Go with a tour or rent your own single or double kayak by the hour. With so much of the island unpopulated and harder to access, you can take in pristine coastlines, remote beaches, and just the salty quiet from the comfort of your own boat. We stopped at one lovely rocky beach to cool off and hunt for shells. That was definitely a highlight of the whole weekend. Though pricey, I do believe that golf cart rental on the island is worth it. Unless you are a super athlete, the hills surrounding Avalon are pretty tough for running and walking, but you can access tremendous views and island scenery so easily from your open-air ride. There are several designated areas to stop and take photos, or just admire those harbor views. We did the loops around the main town, taking in views from both sides and getting a good sense of the natural topography of the island and all its breathtaking angles. As I mentioned, getting out on the water is a must, but if you want to keep it super easy, go on a glass-bottom boat tour. This open-air boat operated at limited capacity, so it felt safe and distant. Our guide told us a bit about ocean life, and we saw lots of fish way up close. It's really great for little kids, and a very laid-back 45 minutes for the parents too. Yeah! We are a mini golf family, so no trip to Catalina is complete without a friendly round. I love the natural and not kitschy landscaping and unique holes at golf gardens. It even kept a toddler entertained. Though it wasn't very competitive, it's a relaxing and shady activity for all ages, and it's great at any time of day. Dining on the island looks a bit different in a pandemic, but given that so many options now have increased outdoor seating, we didn't have any problem finding a great meal. We adored breakfast on the roof at Toyon Grill, and the laid-back beachside lunch at Descanso Beach Club never disappoints. The Naughty Fox, located at our Bellanca Hotel, was the true winner of the weekend. This newcomer restaurant brings fresh flavors and elevated comfort foods. They had out-of-this-world starters and a lobster BLT that I still think about. As guests of the hotel, we were able to dine up on the sundeck, but the open-air restaurant is really fun too. We also were thrilled that Endemic Restaurant had beachfront seating on the sand. They served the freshest seafood, and with our feet in the sand and the wave steps away, this dinner was very special. With bags packed, we stopped for one last ice cream before we had to catch the Sunday ferry back home in the late afternoon. The weekends always go quickly on this island because there's so much to do, but we managed to fit in all of our favorites and try out a few new things. Being able to have a family island escape without any hassle is such a rarity these days, and especially in a pandemic, and it only makes us appreciate Catalina Island even more.